one.
Scene.
Let's do it. E.T. Oh, no.
I am E.T. Literally.
Are we starting?
We're on. We're live.
Welcome back, peeps.
The delirium has hit, and we are live.
Well, it's fitting because we're talking about exhaustion today.
We're trying to record, and our camera, like, literally the lens was like, it was like, no more. And then Jordan went over to the camera, and it was like battery exhausted. I was like, us fucking too. Us fucking too,
It was like,
sis.
yeah, you're telling
Like
us
it's
how
fucking,
we feel.
like this thing's clocking in for a fucking 9 to 5. It was working. It was on for like 20 minutes. Exhausted, it says.
Cool. It's
Spare
just,
me.
I feel like it's feeling our energy, and it's like, you guys could probably use a break.
You guys should probably
I'm
take
doing
a
this for
month
you.
off. Yeah. Anywho.
Yeah, how we doing? Holiday time, holiday spirit.
I was just saying, I love a holiday season. The Christmas season is like no other. But like to have to go home and do the holidays, I fucking can't.
Yeah, I love the holidays.
Do you love a family gathering?
It depends. I do love my family.
I don't.
No, I do.
I do.
You know what I think about the holidays, though, is it's just a lot. Like, it's Darius's family, then my family, then like a friend's party and a this thing and we got to stop here and we got to do this and then then it's New Year's and it's just like that feels like a lot and I feel like there's this pressure
Constantly.
you know, like I have friends who are like, what are we gonna do for New Year's? And at first I was like, we're gonna go out of town, and then I was like,
What'd you do for New Year's last year? I got a good New Year's story from last
year. I'm trying to think if this was last year. The last thing the last few years I've been in Vegas with my family and we just go to dinner and then usually I fall asleep before midnight.
In Vegas, you don't say.
I mean, I'm with my family, so we go to dinner on the strip and then we leave, go off the strip and go to bed.
Huh.
It's really fun.
So last year, I went to Tao.
Fuck yeah, you did.
Fuck yeah, you did. No, I don't know if I can say this out loud, but I'm going to say it anyways. So me and my friends went. We like did the whole, you know how you can do the tickets? I just itched my ear and I was like, what is in there? You know, Alex Cooper will tell you the best way to clean out your ear
Is with your fingers.
is with your acrylic nail.
Oh,
These are
mine
gel
are all
X,
gone.
but I see that. I've been looking at those nails for a couple hours now, and
I know.
we got to work on that.
I'm getting them done on Tuesday.
I feel like having not done nails or half done nails or a broken nail is like wearing dirty underwear.
Thank you.
It's just how I feel.
I'm getting them done gel overlay on Tuesday.
Okay.
So I will paint them today at home since now you made me insecure.
That's what I'm here
That's
for.
friendship.
That is what I'm here for. Okay, so no, last year we went to Tao. We did like the whole tickety thing, which is like I don't live and die by because it's kind of annoying. But we did this because we knew that somebody there that we sort of knew had a table.
Oh, yes, you can get on the table.
So we did one of those things. We were like, oh my God, I can't believe you're here. And like,
Are you
we had
Southern
known the
or are
whole
you
time.
British?
She's a Southern Brit. No, but we were like, it was
that's
entirely a planned attack, and we made it
Smart.
seem like we had no idea. So then, yes, I ended up spending my night at a table at Tao and eating and drinking for free, which was, you know, the way to really do it if you're trying to run a scam. But so the next morning, I wake up and my purse is ringing across the room, except it's a ringtone I've never heard before in my life.
You have someone else's
So
phone.
I'm like, what's going on here? So I'm like, did I fuck with my phone or like something? And then I roll over. Said phone is next to me in the bed.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I get up and I get my purse and I open it and there's, okay, have you seen these phones? I think they're Droid people. The ones that like fold in half.
Like a razor?
No, not like a prehistoric cell phone.
Like Samsung.
Yes, they like the screen folds in half. Okay, so I have one of these in my bag.
You
and
win.
I'm like, what the fuck? And it's getting all these phone calls. There's all these texts. Also, it was in like cryptic Chinese hieroglyphics. So like I don't even know like what was being said to at all.
Took someone's phone.
So I'm like, there's no way. Like something happened. How did I end up with this phone? So I go, at the time I was living with my best friend, and I You know what the best part of drinking is going to your friend's room or whoever's room and cackling about what happened the night before.
Yes.
There's nothing better. So I go in there and a bunch of other stuff happened that we were like laughing about. And then like 45 minutes into this conversation, I decided to mention like, I have this phone. And I was like, I don't know how it got in my purse. Like, this was like a total accident. Like, who knows what happened? And my best friend Ashley was literally like, no, you found that phone in the bathroom. I told you to take it. And I was like, oh, you don't say? She was like, yeah, it was sitting in the stall. And you were like, somebody left their phone. So I said, put it in your purse. I was like, why? And she's like, I don't know. So
it sounded like a great idea at the time.
I don't know that it even did. But so then it keeps all day long. This thing is ringing.
Why aren't you answering it?
Because it's getting calls from things like Daddy 2024, and I'm like, I don't know, like,
weird.
It felt like a sex trafficking device.
So they left the phone probably for someone specific, and you picked it up.
And I picked it up. I stole it. So about halfway through the day, once the vertigo stopped, I took the cell phone and I put it in the elevator of my apartment and I sent it to the ground floor and I never saw it again.
Smart.
Yeah. And that was
So we going to Tao this year for New Year's?
No.
No, I said this New Year's I want to either like do a nice dinner or just have people over and like play games.
Yeah, I don't need to go out to a club all night long. I just love dressing up for New Year's.
Same. I think there's something really fun about getting dressed and going.
Because you can't wear that fit any other night but New Year's.
Like sparkly pants and shit or sparkly
whatever
dress
it may be, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. There is something really nice about it, but I also like love games. So I was like, maybe a game night could be fun. We haven't really decided yet, but we were thinking about going out of town. But to our topic that we're talking about today, I just feel like life has been so nonstop that I'm pretty positive we're just going to stay home and not go anywhere.
Yeah, it's a real burden the holiday season.
It just feels like no matter what you do, you can't slow down.
No, and you're also like everybody, then you get like the New Year's resolution situation comes in hot. So you feel like you're just set up to like fail and be a piece of garbage throughout the holiday season because you're like, there's this like premise of the fresh restart. So like I need to like.
I feel like it's like also end of year. You've got like all of these like pressures from work of like end of year shit and planning for 2025. And even like not a corporate job, but even in like the fitness world, it's like, okay, I need to find subs. And if there's no sub, they cancel my class and you feel guilty. And like all these things that like are coming up and you're just like, okay, it's a lot. Like how do I not feel so burnt out over this time of year? And how do I not feel the pressure to set up all of these resolutions and these goals and these manifestations and whatever that make me feel like I feel like when you set yourself up for all of this, you then end up just being like, I don't want to do anything.
I know. And it's like, it's supposed to be a time where you get a break from work and all this stuff. And yet somehow you run around and do 900 different family things. And you're just like, why can't I just relax? There's no relaxing.
Right.
It's not a relaxing time.
Yeah. Like I said, I was like, over Thanksgiving, I was like, this is going to be so relaxing. No, not at all. And then over Christmas to New Year's, I'm like, I feel like I just have so much to do. And it's like when you have a partner, it's like, okay, well, you're their family, our family, whatever. It just feels like a lot.
Do you contribute to is Darius a Jewish person?
No.
Okay.
He's 1% Jewish.
Do you guys do Christmas and
so my family, we have a Christmas Eve party with a family friend that's like actually really fun. But no, we'll do Christmas with his family and then Hanukkah, usually because Hanukkah's like 8 days. Yeah. So we don't do something every night. We'll pick like a night with our family and do something.
Yeah. Do you contribute at these events? Like, do you make a dish?
No, not really. I mean, I will if they want to, but
typically,
no. Like my mom, my aunt, they don't want to, and Darius's family also, no.
Someone was like, do you help your mom out for the holidays? Like, do you cook I was like, I'm not cooking a single thing till my mom dies.
Yeah. I mean, we've thought about like,
I'm not even offering to get up and put a dish in the dishwasher.
Yeah. I do help with the dishes.
No, I can't.
I help. I will say, and Mom, if you're listening, Auntie Sonia, if you're listening, Dara, if you're listening, I'm fucking good at the cleanup.
No, I can't. I feel like this is, you put this on and you asked me to be here, so.
So when Taylor is older and needs to host, she's like,
I'm hiring a cleanup crew.
Yeah. I mean, my mom for like Jewish holidays has hired like catering and stuff because she's like, I can't do this. And I'm like, you know what? If I have the funds to be able to do that, I might do that too.
When you have the funds.
You're right. Way to put that out there.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, let's get into holiday burnout. Let's talk about it.
Where do you want to start?
Looking at my notes. I mean, I think we just talked a lot about like being social, attending a lot of events, gifting.
I love a gift.
I love a gift, but giving gifts for certain people is so hard.
No, I love it. So I will say, I had to have gotten this from my mom. My mom, that bitch knows how to give a gift.
Yeah.
That bitch knows how to, yes. Like for years and years and years now, I've heard my friends be like, oh, my parents always get me weird shit or they get me something I don't want or it's like, blah.
Yeah.
Oh, not Rose Glenn. Not Rose Glenn. That bitch knows how to give a gift. She gets you shit that you didn't even think that you wanted, and then you're like, I did need this. That kind of thing. Yeah. So I love through that. I love giving a gift, but I'm also the type of person who like I'll buy something really great for you, and then like I can't wait
to give it to you.
Yeah, like
Darius, if I order him something and it comes in the mail, I'm like, open it. He's like, it's not Christmas yet. I'm like, I know.
Just
open
it anyways.
But open it.
Yeah.
But I feel like my parents are so hard to buy for. My dad is the worst person to buy for because if he wants something, he gets
it. Yeah.
So you're like, there's nothing I can give you. And then like my sisters and I actually have talked about, we feel like we're just basically giving each other like the same dollar amount. So let's not, and let's just do the kids, which I feel like is great. And then we combine for my mom, combine for my dad. And then Darius and I usually do just like a dinner. Like, let's just go out together.
You don't buy each other stuff?
I mean, birthdays we will, yes. But like for the holidays.
With these people? Someone else just said, I think one of my coworkers was just saying, she was like, yeah, me and my boyfriend, we don't really like exchange gifts during the. Like, what is the point of Christmas?
What's funny is like he does want a new winter coat, so I keep being like, okay, I'm going to buy you a new winter coat.
Thomas needs a fucking winter coat.
Darius's is like not a winter coat. So
Thomas's is not a winter coat. Like, I mean, do you have a winter coat? He's like, yeah, and it's like a jean, like a. It's not even denim. I can't even call it that. It's like a Carhartt, but it's Patagonia and it's short. And I'm like,
yeah, Darius
where
is
are
like
you heading in
with
this?
Like sleeves
for the kid
like
that wants to walk 700 miles a day to every destination. Like, I'm like, you can't be out.
Yeah. So we need to find the winter coats. That's what I was thinking would be a Christmas gift. But no, typically we do. I think we'll get each other like not like huge gifts, but then we're like,
you guys are just running on vibes.
Yes. I love a gift though, but I also want the gift that I want. Like my parents will be like, what do you want for Hanukkah? And I'm like, a Ritzia gift card.
I like to be surprised.
No. You know what though? You
want to know what I asked for Christmas this year?
What?
A very expensive reverse osmosis water filter.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
A counter one. Like to filter out the microplastics. Because I was reading recently
that we consume. But don't you put it in the
no, they have countertop ones.
Like you just put it on the thing? Or what do you mean?
No. It's like a Brita, but like that works. It has a whole system inside of it. It sits on the counter. You fill it with water. It does the filtering. For your like filling pots and pans and stuff like that. Drinking water. No. Like to fill my water bottle.
Interesting.
It does hot and cold water.
Okay, I hope you get that.
The fucking microplastics. I've been reading that we eat like a credit card a month.
I know. Morgan, who came on the podcast, was like, you need to get this filter for your
shower.
Well, shower, yes, but she was like, even more important, your kitchen sink.
Yes. So same idea, except I don't want the one that's like installed under the piping because I want it to be ready. I don't know. I like it. I want to see it doing its job.
Got it. I got you. Okay, yeah.
And I'm a sucker for the fact that it does hot water as well.
Yeah, okay. You know? I won't be getting that, but I may get the one underneath, but not for Christmas. But I think with gifting, there's like so much. My friends and I, actually, my college friends, we used to like give each other gifts. And then we were like, let's not anymore. Like we're all getting like older. I love a Secret
Santa.
I think Secret Santa, White Elephant, something along those lines, I think is great. We actually decided to do this with Darius's family, like doing a White Elephant with like all the girls, the guys, whatever.
What's a White Elephant? Like where you give a funny gift?
Is it not the same as a Secret Santa?
Well, Secret Santa is like I gifted you something you actually want. Isn't White Elephant?
Maybe White Elephant is like you get gifts and then like you can be like, no, I want that. and then you steal it, and then someone else gets a gift and steal it. I don't know, whatever. It just like makes life easier, and then you have a budget. Like, okay, I'm not going to spend this much. What I was thinking though is, you are a good gift giver. Like the earrings are a good gift.
Yeah.
Those are for like a practical, cute gift.
Yeah, no, I love her. Or I'm just very good at like, someone will mention one time like, oh, I really like that thing you have, or like, I really want one of these, and then boom, that's
You're like,
it.
done, got the gift.
Yeah.
But gifting can be really overwhelming too, because you want to get someone a gift they like, and then you're like, do I want to spend that much? How much? And then like you literally sometimes, if you got a lot of people to buy for, you can feel drained.
Yeah, I don't have that many people to buy for. I buy for my mom, my brother, Thomas, whatever my work secret Santa. Do you want in on our work secret Santa?
You guys do a work secret Santa and I'm not invited?
No. We haven't done it. And
Listen up, coworkers.
And I was in it last year, but
no one liked me last
I think that what I've gathered is that
Jason, if you're listening, you and I'll do a secret Santa.
What I've gathered is I wasn't in the cool secret Santa last year. I was in the secondary.
I wasn't in any
secret Santa.
Jason, you and I got you, Jason.
We're gonna do a cool secret Santa.
Jason. We'll talk about it later.
I don't know that we were inviting Jason to our secret Santa, so this is awkward now.
Jason, don't worry. I got you. I got you, buddy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho.
You know what else is hard? When you're with your family and they ask you questions.
Okay. So now that both my grandparents are dead, I don't get like the question. I miss them dearly. I mean, that's what they are. They're dead.
I know.
You know?
I just like, even if I play an Avicii song, I'm like, may he rest in peace.
May someone rest in peace. We don't know who it is. It's going to be me soon. They were like the big question people. And now, like, I feel like my mom has 6 siblings and they all have adult kids now. So everybody, like when I go home for Christmas, everybody does their own thing kind of.
Yeah.
So it's not a big to do anymore. But my grandparents used to have 10,000 questions in a good way. But also one of my favorite cousin of all time is gay. And my grandpa, like every holiday would be like, you mean a nice girls? And he's like, still no. Like,
I'm
it was always
still
like,
gay.
it was always those kind of questions.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like it's more of there's a lot of like, when's he proposing?
Yeah, which is a real trigger for you.
Yeah. And then it's also like, I was with some girlfriends and it was like, when are you having kids? When's the wedding? There's all of these questions. And then I think my cousin as well, like we've talked about when people are like, when are you having a baby? And she's like, I think when people ask that, you also like don't know what they're going through. Like you don't know if they were able to or whatever. And there's also like just a lot of questions that go on when you're with your family.
I don't fucking want to talk to you. You know what? I think I've said this before. I hate fucking small talk.
How's work?
I hate fucking small talk. And then you say that thing and then there's a weird pause and you're just like, and you do like the nod and
nice
the smile.
Nice chatting. See you later.
Yeah. And then you're like, how do I walk away? Do I just walk away?
Yeah.
Or do I have to stand here? You know?
Do you have any advice, I guess, for like how to
Probably not.
navigate? Well, because I was thinking like one of the things my therapist said was to be able to say like, you know, that question really doesn't make me feel good. And I'd rather, you know, not talk about that and kind of change the subject, which when you're with family sometimes is like, what?
See, I could never say that to my family. I could never be like, you just made me uncomfortable. We can't. They'd be like, what do you mean? Like, it wouldn't be like, you know, like there would be no.
I think it's sometimes also just like taking a breath and recognizing that like, I'm probably going to have those conversations. They are probably going to frustrate me. So how do you kind of set your mindset as you go in? And I'm sure other people honestly would have better advice than we could right here, like on how to navigate those conversations.
Yeah, if you're looking for advice on family navigation, I'm not the girl. Let me tell you. I am not, nobody take any advice from me. Nobody follow up with anything I have to say. If you have advice, send it to me because I
feel like my siblings are like a good just like hand on like hold hands, like we've got this together. And then I also feel like when you've got like nephews, a lot of times like they become the center. Like, I think I'm meeting my nephew's girlfriend for the first time.
Is he a teen?
He's 16. He'll be 17 in January.
Wow.
And I'm like, the fact
Remember when you brought your 16 or 17-year-old boyfriend to like your family Christmas? You were like, you have to come over for dessert. And they were like the love of your life. And you were distraught without them. And then fast forward 15 years and they're getting married in a suit that's like not tailored to fit them. And you're like, man, dodged a bullet there, you know?
But I think it's so cute.
But it was so important. You were 16. You're like, you have to come to my house for dessert.
I'm like so excited. Like all of us are like so, because this is like our first nephew. Like it's for us, we're so excited. He's like the sweetest boy. So like to us, I'm so excited to meet her.
I know. We can't wait to meet her. She won't be around long, but.
Stop it! And I'm like, she will. This could be like, he could be high school. My sister was a high school sweetheart.
Those are rare.
Very. I know. But like so cute. I just love it. I think it's cute. So he'll be like the center, so I won't get that many questions.
Yeah.
Except to Darius's family.
And I just like, I feel for a living. I feel like I talk for a living. I'm constantly fucking talking. I don't want to talk.
Well, that's where I feel like too, like finding throughout this like chaotic time of the year, like finding some time just to like for downtime, whether it's like an hour in your shower, like just like put on some music or turn down the lights and just like shower and like in silence, drive in the car in silence, like something that would just like
it's so funny.
You.
Thomas said something to me the other day. He was like, I'm just wondering like, so you seem to like when we hang out, you don't really speak. I'm like, because I'm tired of talking to people. Like I just like, I feel like, and it's not even that I don't work in customer service or anything, but like, I just feel like I talk all day. I don't want to talk, especially with family. I don't want to talk. Well, that's what
I feel like you're getting
also, I guess, probably because I have such like a big family on my mom's side, we were never like, I don't know. I have people that are like family super important to me, family gathering super important to me, family like for like as long as I can remember, my mom was like, I can't stand any of these people. Let's just hang out. And I'm like, I'm with you, sister. You know, like we were never like, So I don't have that like,
I don't have a huge family
dynamic of where I'm like, family time is so important to me.
See, I love my family, but like we don't have like a huge.
Well, I mean, I don't hate the people, but
we don't have like a huge extended family where we have like all of these. Like it's typically like the same crew, and so it's like a nice like gathering. But I think to that point of like I don't want to talk anymore. Like whatever. It's like how do you prior to going into the holidays where it is a lot of talking for most people and it is a lot of like schmoozing and whatever. I feel like it's like taking that time prior to all of that. And taking those quiet times. Like you don't talk. You just watch TV. You read a book. You sit in a sauna, meditate, whatever it is for you. But it's like finding that time so that you don't get to the point of actual burnout. Like it's like the pre-burnout burnout.
I know. Well, I just had to schedule myself a therapy session going into the holidays because I'm like, how do I
navigate
I'm
this?
Also I find I have a short fuse with family stuff
100%
that I'm like so I literally just was like how do I enter this situation and not pop off because I'm annoyed, you know what I mean, like I need someone to check me because I can't exist otherwise.
Watch out, fam.
I'm like, fucking get me out of here. Like, I don't know.
I think a lot of people feel that, though, where they feel overwhelmed. They kind of anticipate what's going to happen. And for me, like, I genuinely, and maybe this is just me, but I genuinely do look forward to, like, this time of, like, us getting together, seeing my nephews, hanging out, you know, getting everyone together, whatever. But I do think there is that point prior where I just do need to, like, be
check out
by myself of like because you know it's gonna like pick up. You go from like Thanksgiving to Christmas to Hanukkah to New Year's to I think there is my friend is Ukrainian. There's like a Ukrainian Christmas, maybe Canadian something in January. So like there's a lot that comes up in as well. And you've also got the pressures of like, okay, what do I want for 2025? Like what do I want to bring into it? And like there's this pressure you're putting on yourself and like it's a lot. It can get to be a lot. So I think just making sure you're taking care of yourself before the gifting, the gathering, the question asking, like almost like taking care of others. Like it's like fill your cup before you can go and fill everybody else's cup or fill your cup enough so that you can give to others during this time.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Taylor's like fucking stupid.
I I don't know. I have a different experience. That's all. Like
everybody has different experiences.
Yeah. But
I think, how do you prevent yourself? And you just said it, like, I'm scheduling a therapy session.
Yeah.
I'm not talking when I'm sitting with Thomas. Thomas, call me. Okay. I'll talk to you.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Mexico for Christmas. So,
yeah, that'll be nice.
Like one family holiday a year.
That'll be very
Good
nice
for me.
See, I would have traveled, but we're going to Florida, and I think that's enough for the month of December, is just like a trip.
Yeah.
And then I'll come home, and I'm hoping January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December, I have a trip. 2025.
So no problem there.
There's a goal for me.
Yeah.
But I do think there is a different piece of holiday burnout or whatever is also what, to your point of like, resolutions and goals and manifesting and all of this stuff.
And let's talk about, now that we're on like burnout, but also goals and things like that. Let's talk about, because we live in the fitness industry, let's not do this whole, I had this great Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever meal, and now I have to kick my own ass the next day. Like, I saw this email go out for advertising for packages for the holidays for some studio or whatever. And like the headline of the thing was like, burn off those
turkey,
whatever,
burn the turkey burn
or whatever, Yeah. And I'm just like, how did we get here where we can't just let people eat what the fuck they want to eat on
my therapist is always like, okay, because I was telling her how I'm so overwhelmed with like the seed oils and the don't eat this, don't have gluten, don't have dairy, don't have seed oil, don't have this, don't have that. And I was like, it's just so much. And I feel like it's like the same thing. Like you're born to know, or like you're bred, let's say, to like know that on Thanksgiving you're going to eat so much. And then you wake up the next day and you're like, I got to burn off everything I ate, versus just being like, okay, I ate it.
Also, I promise you consumed 9,000 calories on that holiday. You're not burning it off the next day.
Well, right, but I feel like it's like
just
the guilt or the shame that we're putting on ourselves. And I think society makes us do that as well. And it makes you also think that like everything that you did in 2024 was like fine, but now you got to be something different
you end
on the next year.
And you're like, yes. And you're like, well, I screwed the whole year up here at Christmas weekend.
So I'm starting January 1st. I remember when I worked for a fitness brand and I did their marketing, and we were like, we know that 2 weeks into the year, everybody gives up on their resolutions, like their fitness resolutions. So we have to keep top of mind of like fitness. And so I think it's like your patterns aren't going to change if you keep telling yourself January 1st, I'm making a change. Like make the change today and start working on that change, whatever it is. Like not guilting yourself to work out, but maybe it's like, I just want more steps. Start today with trying to get more steps.
Yeah, get ahead of it. Why are we waiting till January 1st?
Right. It's like,
but you can also start that thing. You can also start that thing and still
continue it.
Have 8 cannolis on Christmas if you want. You know what I mean?
100%.
Like you can start the little thing now.
Having it on one day is not going to ruin everything. Like that, for your life. And I think that is a thing you have to remind yourself too, is like when you're eating, like enjoy it. Maybe you're the one who wants to bring something healthier to Thanksgiving. Awesome. Do it. Maybe that is, but maybe you also just want to enjoy the gluttony or the whatever that is the holidays. Like the holidays are that reason of getting together, enjoying yourself, having too much wine, having no wine, having too much dessert, having no like whatever it is that you want. I just feel like there should be no guilt around it, and that's easier said than done. But I don't think that everything changes on January 1st. There's this like pressure that like we have to become these like, my goal is this, and I'm going to get this done this year, and I'm going to do this year, and I'm going to do that. I think it is good to have like dreams and goals and kind of know like, okay, I want to do it, but not like just because it hits January 1st. Like, don't you know today it's not January 1st?
Also, I think that like that holiday chaos, like you're so busy, it's so go, 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 it's so high demand all the time. How are you supposed to go from that to like a totally new version of you on January 1st?
Right.
I think New Year's resolutions are stupid. The last New Year's resolution I made was that I was never going to wear an underwire bra again.
Did you?
Sticking to her.
Oh, good for you.
Sticking to her.
Good for you.
But I have very little titties.
Yeah.
If you guys don't already know.
Big girlies, we do need some.
That wasn't really a problem for me. Yeah. But
I think there's something really good about like journaling or writing or thinking about like what is 2025 going to mean to me? Like I've always thought of a word. And then I think about that word and I'm like, okay, what is this word going to
What was your word for 2024? If you don't mind sharing.
Honestly, I think it was create.
She's like, I'm a liar. I've never done this exercise before.
No, it was. I honestly, because I forget it. It's like I launch it and then I forget it. My big end of year word, so my beginning, I believe, was create, and end of year, it's been like execute. Because I feel like as a creative, you like live up here and the execution of like actually doing it becomes like I have so many ideas, but I'm not doing them. And so I do think this is a message that I do want to stick with in 2025 as well. But I don't think that automatically on January 1st, like shit's going to change.
No. And like the 30 days that you like grind it out because you got that momentum, like don't actually support the bigger picture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's like, it's not, I feel like it's like the same thing as like habits. Like I think a lot of people like have really good intentions of when they start the year, they want to start all these healthy habits. And then they're like, and then it gets exhausting because you're trying to change
them. They
want to
change all the habits. Yeah. You
and
can't
it's like,
be.
that's just not.
Also, you're coming off like the highest stress environment of the year probably for a lot of people. Because even if it's work stuff, it's like end of the year or it's like, you know, like it is, though it is a lovely time and I love a Christmas activity. It's like the most amped up time of the year. And then you're just going to
be like, now I'm a new person.
like, it's not, that's not how it works. That can't be how it works.
Yeah. I think that there's definitely that sensation of like, all right, we got to be a little more realistic and a little bit more like give yourself a little grace as you go into the new year.
Yeah.
And
that's a big, you want to know what? I have said the phrase, give yourself some grace 10,000 times this year to not to 10,000 different people because I don't know that many, but to like a lot of different people. I think it's so important. I think 100%. It's so
throughout this
important.
Entire time, throughout the entire year, but especially during this time, like give yourself some fucking grace.
Yeah.
Like
you gotta.
As you go through, I'm sure emotional highs, emotional lows, busyness, you know, being like, I didn't take this, I didn't do this, or, you know, I didn't rest, I didn't meditate, I didn't, you know, try to find yourself some time for yourself. Like give yourself a little bit of grace as you move through like these next, even like few months of just like getting into a new year and whatever else is going on. I don't know. I feel like we are very hard on ourselves.
Like all year round, but like especially like when it's coming to like close out
I think because when you're so busy, all the stuff that you kind of know that you've worked towards kind of falls out because you're focused on like everything else. So you're like, I know these things, but then you forget because you've got a gajillion things going on. And so it's so much easier to just like not focus on all the ways that you talk to yourself or are kinder to yourself, giving yourself that grace. You like forget it because you're like, ah.
Well, because you're also in the stage of giving to other people.
Yes.
So you forget like the most important, you have to give to yourself. You first. Yeah. It's not really like, for as much of a self-care time as it should be, it's actually like not a self-care time at all.
We talked about this, like as much as you get time off of work or whatever, it like doesn't feel like you're recharging your battery.
No.
It feels more like you're like, whoa. And maybe like the reason people set, I'm thinking of this now, like maybe the reason people set 2025 or like next New Year's resolutions is because like they want to refill their tank, you know, because it's so low. Then they want to refill it. I don't know. And this is like, it is a good way because people do healthy things in the new year. But I also think like there's that pressure of doing it that almost feels counteractive to that. Yeah. You know, like I think there's that I feel like give yourself grace is like a good thing to just remind yourself so that you can still like think of the joy, the happiness that does come with the holidays. Like go to one of those stupid Christmas bars.
Have you been to one of those stupid Christmas bars? I was looking at on, I don't know, one of the socials today. There was advertisements for.
Okay, so
Is it stupid?
No, I think it's really cute. The one thing I don't like is the like cheesy drinks that they make.
Yeah.
Because they're like full of sugar and I like hate I just don't like them. And then your ticket comes with like 2 of those really bad drinks that I don't want. Like I literally
You're like, I
remember-
just want a vodka soda.
Yeah, like I remember going with my cousin and each of us got like one drink and then we got the next one and we were like, oh, this is so gross.
Yeah,
and so we were like,
there's always gotta be
now
some
I just
flair.
paid like $30 to get in and it's a good deal because you get 2 drinks and it's cute, of course, like cute eggnog or whatever. And then you're like, I don't want this anymore. So, but it's such cute, like honestly, like do it for the pictures. It's cute pictures.
Do it for the fucking content.
And like you listen to like cute little like, you know, Mariah Carey, and I like am a big Christmas music person. Like 93.9 will be on in my car.
Who's not? Oh, the radio station.
The radio station.
It's like, who listens to the fucking radio anymore? It's 2025 almost.
Me.
Really?
I do. Oh,
You
yeah.
do?
Oh, yeah. After
Like the
Thanksgiving.
standard radio?
I mean, I listen to like Spotify and stuff like that, you know, in the
Okay.
car. But like Christmas time, yeah, 93.9 will be on. I love it.
No, yeah, I love a Christmas music as well.
And I love like the classics.
Yeah. No, I don't need the new shit.
Like the remixes. I'm like,
No, I don't want
I
any of
once
the new
taught a
shit.
Santa sculpt, like a holiday sculpt. And it's not easy to be like, it's beginning to look a lot like, and do a bicep curl. So I had to find like these like remixes and it was like, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. And I was
it's
like, ooh, okay,
treacherous,
here we go. I was like, now I got to like pretend to like the song, but there's some good ones out there.
I ran the Santa Hustle last year.
Yeah.
It's like a 5K.
Oh, I thought, you know what? I didn't think running. I thought like you ran like an event.
Oh, no. No. I ran the Santa Hustle, which was actually just, there was like, it was no running and it was mostly stopping for snacks.
I love
along
that.
the way.
Where is that at?
Navy Pier. Like it starts at Navy Pier.
Cute.
Yeah.
That's my kind of event.
Yeah. But I was like, this isn't an athletic event. I've eaten 12 cookies on this entire.
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm big. What's
as
your
holiday
favorite
vibey.
like holiday treat?
Like just, okay, but I'm not a dessert girly.
What?
Yeah. I
think we should end the podcast.
I would rather eat an entire bag of salt and vinegar chips
Interesting.
than have a dessert.
I would rather eat vanilla ice cream with rainbow sprinkles, but that's not my holiday dessert. But any day of the week.
I will say we always have cannolis at whatever holiday event.
Yeah.
I love a good cannoli, but that's
We have French silk pie from Baker Square.
a who?
French silk pie. It's like this chocolate creamy pie with like vanilla and like these. It's from Baker Square. It's so good.
And that's your
That's like all of us, like my cousins will fight over like, you got a bigger piece. Like, oh no, I want it. Type of thing. So good.
it's important pie.
I also used to love like when you go to like at Mariano's, Dominic's, whatever, you go to the grocery store and you get those like,
Dominic's, rest in peace.
but I think about it from there.
Yeah.
Those like sugar cookies with like the frosting on top. I used to love those, like the thick ass frosting.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And then I tried one and I was like, these literally taste like paper.
No, or like synthetic chemicals.
Yes. I was like, these do not taste good.
Yeah, no, I'm not my mom makes a good Chex Mix. But other than that, yeah, I'm not really
All right, well
I'm not a
then.
treats. I know I just smashed that whole
Do you like
bit.
eggnog?
Ew.
Yeah, me either. I've only had it once and I don't think I like it.
I don't do regular milk.
Yeah, me either.
Something about it. And not even because like I'm a weird
There's
health
like milk
person.
eggnog that they're making now that people are like putting in their coffee
But
and it
what
looks
is
good.
eggnog?
I honestly don't know. What is eggnog?
What's in there?
Eggs?
Eggs? Are there actually
And
eggs
your
in
noggin.
there?
I don't know.
I gotta look
Let's
now
do a little
because
research.
now I need to.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I just know it's like a Christmas thing.
I have 2 bachelor's degrees and I have no idea what eggnog is.
I have 1 bachelor degree. So together we have 3, and neither one of us know what eggnog is.
Together we have 3 and one of us has notably more debt than the other. Oh, there are eggs in it. Eggs, milk, cream, and spices like nutmeg or vanilla. Why do we got to do all that?
I think we should try the milk eggnog. It's like not real milk.
Is
and
it
it's
spelled
supposed
with
to be
an A
good.
or are you saying milk weird?
No, milk. The brand, milk.
Milk. Milk?
Yeah, it's a brand.
Never heard of her.
And they have eggnog people are liking on the internet. So maybe we could try that. 'Cause
I
was
keep seeing
thinking,
the nut pods.
like Elmhurst?
No, nut pods. That's the name.
No.
Never had a nut pod.
Like nuts?
No, it's called nut pods. Okay, you know how we just did this thing with milk? Nut pods. You following me now?
Yeah, what is it?
They're like non-dairy coffee creamers.
No, Never heard
Oh
of
my
it.
God, delicious. They come in like 90 different
See,
flavors.
but I never, my coffee, I usually drink black.
Me too. But I do love, okay, so Nut Pods makes a nice peppermint mocha though.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Well, that's what I feel like for the holidays. Like, that's so
Okay, I love a
cutesy.
peppermint mocha.
Yeah. I did once make like a boozy thing with like peppermint something.
I love a holiday cocktail.
Same.
Just a sip though.
Same.
Because it's always too sweet.
To that point, like I don't need 12 of them.
Yeah.
But
Love
yeah.
that. We should have a little like
Holiday party.
cocktail party. Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
Thomas Darius, let's do it.
It'll just be the four of us.
Okay.
Us and all our friends. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, holidays, man. What's the last thing we should talk about? I'm screaming!
Yeah, holidays, man. No, we're so tired.
I think it's funny that as we sit here and are like, holidays, exhaustion, burnout, like, I feel like we're there. Like, we're exhausted. Our camera's telling us it's fucking burnt out. And I feel like we're just like, delusionally speaking.
And then we're like cracked out.
Like, literally, we've I cried in this episode of laughter. But I feel like it's because it's that time.
It is that time. It's mental breakdown season.
It is.
It's mental breakdown season.
We'll talk about our mental breakdown soon.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Yeah, I think that's the thing too, is like, it's not just you. It's like everybody.
Yeah.
And I think like the things that I would say is like, as you go through this, like our message of the episode, give yourself grace, schedule time for you. Like maybe you block out your calendar or you take those first few moments in the morning to just like breathe. And, you know, if you can set boundaries, like whether they're even like financial boundaries of like, no, like let's set a $20 limit and know your own limits. Like take inventory of yourself. You know, what can you withstand this season?
I used to say this all the time. I mean, mostly when I worked in the ICU and stuff, but to family members and things. But you can't take care of everybody else if you don't take care of you.
Right.
So like...
And you can't do it all. Like you cannot do everything for
it's
everybody.
Okay to be a little
everywhere
selfish.
At every place, like every holiday party or everything. You can't do it all. And
who wants to do it all? Honestly,
right.
Not I.
Not I, said the fly.
I bear. No, we have to go soon, or else something bad's gonna happen. I can feel it.
I may come up with more rhymes.
Yeah, but what was I saying? We're gonna say the girls lost it.
You know, like that, like beep that people do.
Yeah.
The girls can no longer be found. With that, wishing you a happy holidays.
Absolutely.
And we'll get back to you before the new year, I think.
Yeah, no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. We have a few fun things planned. And as always, like especially during this time, just remember everything's fine.